Hello everyone, and welcome back to Norland in our World at War series on the channel. And in the last episode, we dealt with a little bit of a Ragged One invasion, and we've just basically been building the basic aspects of our city here. And we are also going to, right now, attack this bandit camp so that our soldiers are out and about when this attack here on Hawkhurst from Paris actually sets out and everything. So hopefully we'll be able to defend that because I don't want to lose the herbs that we will get from that. Um, and I think because of the amount of soldiers that they have right now, they probably won't send too many to attack Hawkhurst. So this 17 that we have should be plenty strong enough to repel that force. We're just kind of waiting along for that, as well as waiting for some of this timber to get cut down and everything so that we can move our lumber yards farther over here to the southeast part so that we can get down to these herbs and start collecting them. So that's basically it for the moment. I will get back to you guys when there is anything more interesting, but I don't want to spend too much time talking about this early game stuff when the warfare is what is going to be interesting with the series. Okay, and here we are in this battle with these bandits. Don't think anything too interesting is going to happen, so we're just fast forwarding. It doesn't look like we're even going to lose. Might have lost one person. Hopefully they just, it looks like maybe they just surrendered or something. Yeah, so lost nobody, got 200 gold and one prisoner. We're going to go ahead and send them now to attack this bandit camp. And probably on the way is when Paris is going to end up attacking Hawkers, but we'll just have to see. Now, on another note, I did notice, so Zivka was pregnant at some point. She must have miscarried because she is no longer pregnant, and now she's in menopause. So maybe she just went into menopause and that actually killed her pregnancy. I don't know if that's how this game works or not. That may be what happened. Not too sure. But either way, Ratibor is also monogamous, so he's not going to be able to cheat on Zivka. But the only other way that I can think of to get an heir, I mean, technically, I think Vitamir is maybe Zivka is considered the heir. I'm not really sure. Is there an easy way to check that, actually? He's considered a bastard, so he actually can't. Minimal chances of inheriting. Okay, so Zivka is probably going to be the heir officially then? Is there an easy way to check who is the heir? Yes, she's the heir. Okay. So, she's the heir, but she probably won't live much longer than Ratibor and may, of course, even die sooner than Ratibor. So what we're going to need to do, I think, is try to get ourselves a Varn lord to hire, a female, of course, and then Vitamir or Dewar will have to either marry her or just, seduce her or something like that. And hopefully we can get a child out of that, and they can be our heir. So that's kind of the plan at the moment. But either way, we'll have to figure that out eventually. Now, at the same time, we are having a lot of mood struggles here. It looks like Zivka and Ratibor are fine, but Vitamir, maybe Dewar, and definitely our priest need a house or something. He is very, very depressed, and that's going to make our relationship. I think it will start to hurt our opinion, our bishop's opinion with Ratibor, and that will cause our matriarch relation to drop. So we don't really want that to happen. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and place some lord houses. We're not going to place too many. But I'm going to try to place... We're going to place one here. And I don't want to take out that tree. It looks like we might have to, though. So we'll do two. We'll do two lord houses. And if we have to move them, then we have to move them. Hopefully... I think this might actually be an okay spot for lord houses. Because all of our industry stuff is going to be probably right about in this area. So lord houses up here so that they can move back and forth between the two kind of parts of the city is probably fine. Okay, so it has happened, and it looks like Paris is finally going to attack Hawkhurst with only 10 soldiers. So that is actually pretty good for us. Now it's saying 8 hours to get over there, 10 hours to get to Hawkhurst. So we're going to go ahead and just go and do our little defense here. And hopefully this will go pretty good for us. Now, one thing I hope they eventually add is an easier way. You can't really do it right now. Actually, look into the squad that you currently have and see, is anybody injured yet, right? You can't really do that. You can only really go off the mood. Actually, maybe that is what that was. Oh, it looked like there was like maybe it was just their hair. Looked like there was like an icon behind them or something. But yeah, just a way to see. Looks like this one might have like rutabaga fever or pregnant. But it would be nice to be able to see what the injury breakdown is of your army, and you just kind of, you can't really do that yet. I would be okay if they would just add it here into the army screen somewhere. Maybe like off to the side, it's showing any squads that you currently have, right? And you could just click through them and see like the breakdown. Something like that would be very nice to have. Either way, we are just waiting for Paris to attack us now. Okay, now we are starting to get some flesh wolves attacking our workers, and that's because we don't have any patrols set up. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to go to an army. And our day patrol, we'll want them to be patrolling right about here. Yeah, I can see. That is not very good for us. So we're going to make like 9. I think we have like 18 soldiers or so. So we'll do actually like 10 protecting here. We'll make the patrol radius a little bit larger. Looks like we can move it a little bit further out. That seems okay. Maybe a little bit further down. Right there. Okay. Yep, that looks good. And then we're going to make, as well, a night patrol. And we'll place that maybe about here. And I think we're going to need to increase the size here as well. And we'll do like 7 up to 15 combat level. So this covers... I think this is okay. This covers the next dormitory as well, so I think that's good. Now, I'm not sure if anybody is immediately going to go and work. Doesn't look like it. Did we lose somebody? I think they might have survived. Okay, and it looks like we did lose 2 workers right here, which is really, really unfortunate. Jeez. That guy is, killing off our people for sure. Where's... Okay, that's a criminal. Okay. Well, it's a good thing we placed this then so that they can start to patrol for that as well. But we're going to have to get back home as soon as possible, so we're not going to be attacking any more bandit camps for the moment. Which is okay. I mean, these ones aren't really that lucrative. But we'll want to take them out at some point, but we need to get back home and kind of reassess our army and things like that. Okay, we are almost at this defense with Paris, but before that, I wanted to kind of deal with these lumber mills. We need to wait for the wood to actually get back home. We'll just go ahead and start somebody bringing that back and let them do that really quick. And some good news, we also got Mace done finished finally, so that's going to be good for this defense as well. It should make it a whole lot easier for us. We'll just place these on anything, really. Okay, so now we've gotten the wood, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to move 1 over here. I think I may have maybe moved this too far. Yes, I did. Just move it back. There. And we'll move the other one right around. It's probably going to crush that stump for sure. Yeah, okay. And then we'll cancel this one, and we're just going to move it right about here. Just that they'll start moving a little bit closer to this direction. They're starting to kind of cut things down over here, and I don't really want that. Okay, so here we are with Paris attacking Hawkhurst, and as you can see, the balance of power is quite substantially in our favor. In fact, we have, it looks like 22 soldiers, including these peasants. Let's see, actually, do they have any bows? It looks like, yeah, so 3 of them are daggers, and 3 of them are actually bowmen. So what we'll do, we'll hit stay in the back, we'll hit protect archers, I suppose, and we'll just kind of wait for them. What's going on there? That's not how you guys should protect your bowmen. Okay, maybe take that off. Yeah, I don't like that. We're gonna just go ahead and rush in, I guess. Okay, like that, and then stay in the back. And there we go. Okay, this is probably fine. We're just gonna go ahead and mostly speed through this now. I doubt. Yeah, they were getting kind of close to the bowmen there. I didn't really like how they decided to go with the protecting the archers, but either way, we didn't lose anything, so I'm not really too concerned. Looks like we didn't even take prisoners. I don't know if you can take prisoners in a defense, really. Doesn't seem like any of them had any chance of that, but either way, we managed to repel that little invasion, and that means Paris is now quite weak. We may even be able to attack them soon, and if we did that, we would be able to make them our vassal. We could, of course, plunder them, but that would only be 168 loot. We could force them to be our vassal. I think, I don't know if we would really need to do a sudden attack. I'm not sure Rome would even bother to assist them. These guys might. It looks like they actually formed a new kingdom as well. So that's something I'm going to have to think about for a moment. But we may go ahead and attack Paris. The only thing is then we wouldn't be able to attack their villages. And I do like the loot that we've been getting there, so we might just hang out as a single city for a while. The only real benefit to making Paris into our vassal would, of course, be the tributes, which could actually be pretty good for us as well. Is there an easy way to see, actually? Let's see here. Demand vassalage. Doesn't seem to actually tell us how much in tribute they would pay. Yeah. I'm not too sure. I don't really want to risk it if the tribute is really low compared to what we can actually get from burning their villages. So for right now, I don't think we're going to actually do it. So I was just looking, and we do have a few inflamed wounds here, and so I think some of these guys will actually survive until their contracts expire. So they'll kind of just sit here doing nothing. So I actually do kind of want to go out and take care of at least some bandit camps. I would rather them die in battle or something, rather than just kind of, you know, sit around and just end up dying during patrols or whatever. So we're going to go ahead and we'll have Dewar go, and this person can't even move, so I guess they can't go. But we'll just take these guys. Nothing too substantial. And we'll just take them and go and attack this one. And Rome will be a little bit happier with us as well, so that'll kind of help, maybe. Okay, so here we are at the trader once again, and we're going to go ahead and just sell our little prisoner here, and we'll get a little bit of money back there. There's not a lot else that we can actually sell at the moment. We'll just go ahead. There's no medical sales, unfortunately, so it looks like those prisoners are going to, or those warriors are going to die. We're going to buy some holy rings in case we need to hire somebody, because we do want to try to get a wife for one of our brothers. We'll buy a couple more maces, and we're going to... Oh, bowstring mastery. Twice as skilled in bows, that might actually be eventually useful, however, not right at the moment. We need the alchemy lab. Yes. And we'll go ahead. I was learning mace stun, but that's... Zivka is learning it for the second person to learn it. So we don't actually need it anymore, and we'll sell fertilize correctly as well. We are just going to keep our gray books in case we end up ever needing them again. Maybe we'll get rid of them at some point once we've really diversified how many people have them. Now, the only other thing is probably the training ground. We do want to start getting that ourselves so we can, we're going to probably end up getting rid of all these warriors, not rehire them, rather, I should say. And what we'll do is we'll start building our own. So basically, whenever we have empty workplaces, we'll probably just bring on some of our stronger people. And it looks like some of these guys actually have inflamed wounds, so they're probably going to die as well. That's probably from those flesh wolf attacks. But either way, we're going to probably end up bringing in some, like, combat 3 people and whatnot, and we're going to need to develop them rather quickly. In fact, how much is it for this recruit book? 300. That's not too bad. I think we can live with that. Yes, that's okay. Now, the other problem is we no longer have any beer, so this is going to be impacting our mood as well. And that's probably a part of why Vitamir and Dewar and stuff are probably... Well, I mean, it's not really that. It's that they want homes, but beer could definitely help them. So we're going to probably want to start getting... Oh, this guy has typhus. Uh-oh. That's not good. That means other people are going to start getting typhus as well. So we need to probably just switch off. Wait, that's the tavern. Go to the market, and we'll switch off the rutabaga. And I don't think you can do that on here, though. No. Just hopefully they will stop putting rutabaga in here. But there's currently no meat, so I'm not really too sure. We'll probably just need to go ahead, go to production, and set down our brewery, and we're just going to put it... We may end up having to move this as well, but that's just something we're going to have to deal with. We'll go ahead and place the mill here. Very unorganized, but whatever. We'll just deal with it as necessary. Okay, so we finished this first bandit camp attack and got just a tiny bit of loot, but we are going to go ahead and go for this one next, I think. That one's a little bit strong. Maybe we should get back home first. Let's see. Yeah, 34%. We'll just go ahead and get back home first, and then we'll send out a bigger squad. Okay, so the lumber mills are making some progress, but it seems like they are still pushing a little bit too much to the west or the left side here. So we're going to go ahead and move these a little bit further out again. And I guess we'll just have to keep doing this so that they will actually go in the direction we really want them to. We'll go ahead and move this road down. Let's see. Go something like this and like that. Couple little offshoots. There we go. And then get rid of this. Okay, it looks like Rio's gonna try to vassalize Rome now. I would love to try to help them. They're pretty strong, actually. We could probably help them. So, let's see, did our army get back yet? No, they didn't. We'll probably get back home, and then we'll attempt to actually help them out. That would be good to knock Rio down a step, because if they start pushing over this way, they'll just end up conquering us too. Wouldn't be the worst thing, but I don't really want to pay tribute, and I don't prefer to be somebody's vassal. Okay, now, this lumber mill got built, but as you can see, there is actually a lot of fog going on here now as well, which is kind of looks quite nice, actually. But we did get one of these lord houses built, and I think Vidomir is the one who's in the most depression at the moment. Studying knowledge. I actually kind of wonder if we set Vidomir on this, will that complete his wish to have a home? It does. And then Dewar also has it, so we could probably put it on him next. I wonder if they've actually considered this. Yeah, it looks like it stays completed, maybe? And then hopefully his will get completed as well. And then on the second one, we're going to go ahead and put our priest over there. Okay, and it does seem like we were able to complete Dewar's desire now as well. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to put Zivka on this more permanently, and we'll build other buildings as necessary. It looks like Vidomir unfortunately got typhus now, so hopefully he doesn't end up dying. As for the rest, we did take off their ability to eat rutabaga, which now they are all in malnutrition. Because of that, I was hoping we could actually keep them off of it long enough to get this mill set up, but we have so many other things going on. We'll go ahead and set this to build first, and then we'll take this off and set it again. Hopefully that'll make that go first. Is there anything else set to be built immediately? It doesn't look like it. Okay. And we'll go ahead. We'll move Radabor's house. Try to move it down here a little bit. And hopefully that'll make things just a little bit more efficient. Now, since Dewar's been home for a while, his mood isn't that great, but it is okay. So we'll go ahead and start assisting Rome here. We're going to send Dewar, and we're going to send, yeah, all of those people is fine. And we'll also send, we're just going to send everybody, except for kind of a few, keep a few back. But we'll keep most people here. It looks like Vidomir is not doing well. Go ahead and send all of these. And we have enough weapons for them, good. Probably don't need the swords because they'll be fighting armored foes, so we'll just send them with nothing but maces. Okay, and they made a little bit more progress today, so we're going to go ahead. We have to cancel this first and move this one over here. And once again, just kind of fix up the roads. I won't keep subjecting you guys to this. You see what I'm kind of doing, and just know that if you see a little bit of a change here, that's why, because I'm just still moving them, trying to get this section opened up. Okay, and a little bit of good news, because we finally got our mill set up, so we're going to go ahead and put Radibor on that, and we'll get to constructing, or producing flour right away. And we're just going to set this to 250-ish, seems fine. And hopefully the brewery will be next pretty shortly. We'll go ahead and set it to build first now. And we'll start upgrading our other lumber mill again as well. Now, also, I am setting the priority on these lumber mills, because even though we do want the mill to be going and things like that, I prefer this to things like rutabaga. The rutabaga field is actually shut down at the moment, and I don't want to fix it. And obviously, we do want, like, the market and the tavern and the hall, but otherwise, we kind of prefer having these lumber mills be the priority so that we can continue to accrue our lumber that we're going to need. And we're also going to need to move this library, but we can't do it at the moment. But I will go ahead and move it down here. Okay, so it appears that Rio's made their way over to Rome, and the balance of power actually is not in our favor here. kind of unfortunate. It seems like we both have better commanders than Darina, but they must. Yeah, it's because they have a very, very strong army. They've got an average of 14 combat skill. We've got only 7, and then their equipment is also much stronger. So this may have been a bad idea, actually, to reinforce this, but I didn't really want to allow Rio to get a much stronger foothold on the continent, near us. So this seems to just be what we're having to deal with. I think the best thing that we can do right now is hit stay in the back on Dewar and just kind of wait for Grimion, it looks like, Grimmin, to decide who he's going to attack and then try to pile onto that same squad. If we can take out one squad quickly, and it looks like it's going to be Darina's here, and if we can actually kill her, that may make a big difference here. So it looks like they're attacking. We're going to try to attack that same squad and go ahead and take off and stay in the back. But it does not look like this is going to go well. No, I don't. Yeah, I think we're going to start collapsing pretty quickly. We're totally surrounded. Looks like we took out a couple there. That's good. We almost have this squad taken out now as well. Okay, there we go. That's something. But they're already down to half their forces right there. So we just need to kind of take these guys out. This may... Yeah, looks like this is not going to end up working. Grimmin's kind of getting taken out. Let's see. Okay, we've almost gotten this taken care of, actually. Maybe. But, yeah, okay. I think we actually have it. But Dewar did fall. He's not dead. Alright, this ended up being a lot more dicey than I thought when I sent the squad, but it is so far kind of working out compared to maybe what I thought when we jumped into the battle. There's only these 4 left now, and one of them has a dagger, and I think they're done. Yes, okay, wow, look at that. They only survived with 9. So 22 of theirs dead, 12 of ours dead, so 13 captured, and we were actually able to repel that. Now, Dewar is going to be doing very poorly when he gets home. He's going to have an inflamed wound for sure. They're all depressed as well, and that basically wiped out around half of our army. So, not too good for us, but look at Rio. They have collapsed. London may end up fighting for its freedom now, and we'll just have to see, but Rome has been saved, and they are almost neutral with us, which means that we could actually start a trade route with them at some point. But that is going to be it for this episode. So, as always, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.